Martian. You've heard of them. But have you ever thought that, is it possible for us to be the Martians? Is it possible for us to even live on Mars? I I can say with full confidence that in the future, not only will we be able to live on Mars, but without a spacesuit. In order to get to this high dream, we'd have to first create a small colony. By creating a small colony on Mars, we'd enable two things. One, the ability to live safely on Mars, and two, the ability to start our terraformation. For number one, we we need pressurized containment units to be able to breathe on Mars, due to its atmosphere being one only 1% the thickness of our of a of Earthen atmospheres. Not only this, but it's all comprised of CO2, meaning that even if it was the size of Earth's atmosphere, it wouldn't be it wouldn't have the right components for us to breathe in. Even taking that into account, it's highly radioactive on Mars, meaning that we die without proper protection. And not to mention that the ground is highly poisonous. But once we are able to bypass all that, we can start the terraformation by bringing it by bringing in some. By first we'd have to use bring in some factories, some power plants similar to the ones we use on Earth. This would allow us to mass produce greenhouse gases to the point where it's similar to a runaway global warming that we face here on Earth. This is this is bad on Earth, but good for Mars. It's good for Mars because, unlike on Earth, Mars is already 90% carbon dioxide. So if we produced as much greenhouse gas as we do here on Earth, we'd be able to increase the size of the atmosphere. This will this will this will create this will warm the planet to the point where liquid water can exist on the surface, and to the point where gas where the dry ice will melt, will sublimate actually, since and once sublimation happens, the atmosphere will warm up even more. This will lead to an atmosphere about 30% the size of Earth instead of 1%. This this is actually livable, meaning that all we would need is a breathing apparatus to move around in, to move around the surface of Mars. If we want to stop that, if we want to prevent that from, if we want to be able to walk around Mars without a breathing apparatus, we could bring in plants such as algae. This will change the this will make it so that the atmosphere changes from mostly carbon dioxide to mostly oxygen. But that's not livable either. You would need nitrogen fixing bacteria to add the nitrogen necessary for us to breathe in. All in all, this might take a century, 2 centuries, maybe 4 centuries to complete. But once we do, we would have the benefits of an entire new planet to live on. And with these simple steps, we could start terraforming right now. The only the only thing stopping us from doing this is fear of the unknown and fear of failure.